99 on Metacritic. That's not just great, that makes Mina the Hollower the highest rated game of 2026, beating everything, including the AAA giants with $100 million budgets. This one cost 5 million and took 6 years. Let's talk about why it's crushing everyone. Mina the Hollower is the new one from Yacht Games Club. Yeah, the Shovel Knight's team. It dropped May 29th after getting delayed out of its original Halloween 2025 window. Turns out that extra time was worth it. It already sold 300,000 copies in its first 3 days and passed half a million within the week. I'm breaking it down across 5 categories: gameplay, story, graphics, sound, replay, value, and then giving you my final verdict. Let's get into it. Gameplay. This is a Game Boy era Zelda love letter with a soul like backbone. You play Mina, a vampire hunter who can burrow underground and dash attack through enemies, and the burrow mechanics changes everything. It's not just movement, it's your dodge, your puzzle tool, and your half combat kill rolled into one button. IGN straight up called it an absolute masterpiece of an adventure, and after watching hours of gameplay, I get the combat has weight, and the world was over 1,200 handcrafted scenes across 17 areas, and none of it feels padded. Gameplay definitely is 9.5 out of 10. But there's where things get interesting. For story and narrative, it stays lean on purpose. It leans into the classic top down Zelda structure more than a dialogue heavy epic. You're hunting down a vampiric threat across moody gothic countryside. The worldwide building comes through environmental storytelling rather than cutscenes. This charming and atmospheric, just not the game main selling point. It's honestly the fine because everything else more than carries it. So the story gets 8.5 out of 10. Speaking of resonating, the graphics and art direction, this is a 15% team spending 6 years and roughly $5 million perfecting a Game Boy style pixel art aesthetics, and it shows in every frame. GameSpot said that it flat out surpasses Shovel Knight, and that teams that already made one of the best looking retro games ever. The lighting and the enemy design and the sheer density of details packed into deliberately limited palette. It's gorgeous. Graphics 9.5 out of 10 for sure. Now let's talk about the audio. Jake Kaufman is back on composer duty, the same guy behind Shovel Knight and the Shantae series. He even brought Yuzo Kashuhiro in for 2 guest tracks. It's all built on actual Game Boy Konami sound chips hardware. 96 tracks deep, and Yacht Club just released the whole thing for free on Bandcamp. That's how confident they are in it, and they should be. Sound 9.5 out of 10. All that leads to the final question: replay value and longevity. You're looking at 20 to 30 hours of full playthrough with 28 bosses, 60 collectible trinkets to track down, plus multiple new game plus modes, sticking on top of anyone who wants to push further. It's not the biggest Metroidvania on the market, but the density of content per hour is exactly what keeps 89% positive Steam rating this consistent nearly a month post launch. Replay value definitely 9 out of 10. Closing overall score. Well, quick recap. Now, gameplay is 9.5, story is 8.5, graphics 9.5, sound 9.5, replay value 9. That's an average out of an overall score of 9.0 out of 10. That's an absolute must play. Critics agree. Metacritic 93, IGN perfect at 10, GameSpot 9, and so do players, sitting at 99% positive on Steam. 6 years of development, and it shows in every single system. Drop a comment. What do you think about Mina Hollower? Did I nail it or miss the mark? Subscribe for more reviews like this one. And if you already beaten it, tell me your favorite boss fight below. See you next time.